The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise: preseason, the regular season, or with a fantasy draft.
With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right out of the gate. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0.
Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100.
They'll run with the rookie drafted in the third round. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And 10 at the 30-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now it's the backup Rudolph. He finds his man Johnson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's go.
Now it's Rudolph. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Sermon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Ready? Here we go.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Is a defense what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. On the counter, Sermon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. It's complete. It's Miller. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Again, it's Rudolph. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Cowboy 80.
Rudolph looking to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by... Travis Hunter. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. Rudolph. Short throw to Smith.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Third down and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So a tight one so far, 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen at our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams try to find the right formula to come out with the victory. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
25 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
It certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Again, it's Sermon. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Rudolph looking to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up second and goal. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Here we go, set.
Rudolph now to throw. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Trey Sermon, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Straight ahead, it's Sermon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Here's Rudolph. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Sermon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They run once more with Sermon. And he'll work down inside the 45. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
play action. It's Rudolph. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Steeler first down.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
A give for Sermon running right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, set. 1918.
Back to throw, Rudolph. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
First and goal, Pittsburgh.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Rudolph. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sign of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. A 1-yard. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over.
Cowboy 80.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. On the handoff, Sermon. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
The players on your team earn some XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. Here are a player's motivations. How well your team... Some players' development traits are hidden to unlock their potential.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating. And the offense getting set to take over the football here early on in the game, first quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. That one a first down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To throw, it's Rodgers. He finds Austin complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
58.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Delay of game, offense.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Rodgers. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late.
That's interference.
That might be PI. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
319.
On the give, it's Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A handoff for Warren. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Here's one. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Rodgers going to throw.
That's caught right side. It's Warren.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And it's caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Rodgers with a keeper. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. 4th and goal, and they just... Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers. Completes it to Miller. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now it's Rodgers. Hard throw, incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
18.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Completes it to Austin. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag, that'll push him back 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Rodgers now to throw. Austin is there and brings in another one. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Rodgers to throw once more. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
To throw is Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a run with Warren. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Rodgers. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Buccaneers' 31-yard line.
On the run, it's Warren. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
So a tight one so far. 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hanson at our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hanson here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you. The rain, maybe not quite as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down pretty good as we prepare for the second half. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense. To begin this 3rd quarter. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Now it's the backup Rudolph. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week one, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here we go with Johnson. And he's not going to get there. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. Rudolph. Pass caught. It's been sporadic. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the
first down carry here for Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. It's Rudolph. Again, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Completion left side to Miller. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's another Steelers first down.
Rudolph looking to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Up the middle, Johnson. Well, they needed 2. They can only get 1. 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Let's go. Let's go.
4th down, desperation time for Rudolph. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Here's Rudolph off play action. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Johnson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Rudolph looking to throw. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Rudolph now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd down and 3. Johnson running right. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, right?
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
To Johnson again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Now remember now, no overtime here in the preseason, so in a tie game, this ought to be a fight to the finish. They'll try and run. Sermon. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
Let's go now. Check up.
Throwing here, Rudolph. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Washington. They get the... So, Charles, this is a game that certainly had some intrigue, but I think you and I both agree. We like the decision to not play overtime in preseason and just call it a draw.
The spirit of linebacker Sam Mills lives on in 2 words. And the sounding of the drum reminds every Panther. Now Rodgers on this 3rd and short. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Hicks dropped off.
Ready, set.
5 DBs out there for the Steelers, 3rd down.
Set.
Hubbard again. Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Yellow, 22.
We've reached the end of one on Thursday night prime time. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this.
On the set.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
Here we go. 6, ready.
They'll run for it. Hubbard. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. That one nabbed by Warren. And he's brought down. 3rd down here, need 8 on the play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get the game's first points here in the second.
Set, ready. Blue, 3rd.
On 3rd down, it's Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's the...
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Warren. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Play fake. Here's Rodgers. He's throwing deep to the left side. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route 2K. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. It's a good work to help reset those chains.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Panthers countering with a dime package here. 3rd down. A run with Warren. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
319. Look at that.
Rodgers off the play action. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
And the Steelers first down.
First down. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. He's got it at the 5. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeouts. And they can try a field goal now before halftime. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. This is a chip shot from the left hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And a 4-point.
On the double.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and they hit nothing. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
258.
To throw, Rodgers. Completed left side to Smith. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
On second down, Warren. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Trying to find his tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Looking to throw. That one going to go against the D.
Pass interference. Defense.
Coach can plead his case all he wants, but we know it's going to fall on deaf ears. They call that interference, and it cancels their 4th down stand. Rodgers set to pass. He's fine, Smith. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just a sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Throwing here, Dalton. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw it. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring it up 4th down. On first down, here's Rudolph. Gets his tight end on the corner out. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. Big gain, 14 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Pass play on first and 10. He's got Smith. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
It's Johnson on second down. And they find him after just a yard. It's third down. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Now the Panthers decide to spend their third and final timeout. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Johnson gets it on first and 10. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Steelers up by 8. Second and 6 coming up here. Again, this is Johnson. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Johnson again. He pushed for it, but they held strong. Gets it up to the marker, but about a yard away, it looks like. Fourth down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Trying to push this past the marker. And forget this first down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
You know, almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
Here he is to throw. Couldn't find a completion on first down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. He'll look to throw it. And tuck it to his back, and we go Dowdle. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Looking to throw it. Trying to push deep downfield. On target to Moore. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Down to their last breaths. And he... So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So down inside the final minute, they're ready to try the onside kick. And this kick is covered by the Steelers, who are going to go on to win this ball game.
Nope.
Steelers come in and take this on the road. And for what it's worth, Bronk, they have cruised through this preseason undefeated. So all things pointing up for them as they get ready for week 1.
This is the Abilities tab. Here you can see what